Hello and welcome to Price London Fan TV. Ali here, bringing you my match review of the game between Palace and QPR at Loftus Road, which of course finished 2-1 to Palace. And we are in the fourth round, which is exciting because we're one game away from a quarter-final, but it feels like a hollow victory, if I'm honest. I thought we were poor. Started really well. Nketiah, in particular, started well, gets off the mark for Palace, and he looks like a really promising signing, my man of the match. And I'm very, very excited about Nketiah, but I wanted to come out of today to really starting to feel like it's clicking, and absolutely not. Quite the opposite. It was a strange game, though. I feel like we should have killed the game off in the first half. Had a few chances. Manos had one, but it didn't quite bounce for him. And we paid the price for that in the second half. Henderson made a great save and then wasn't commanding enough on the cross. And suddenly we're at 1-1. But then Eze obviously goes and scores a bit of a lucky goal with a deflection. But it always felt like we had more quality tonight. And, you know, at times in the first half, it felt a little bit pre-season-ish, if I'm honest. I mean, when it's a bit like it, that, I think, you know, the players in a match like that Saturday will be at Man United will naturally up the intensity levels tenfold. But I just feel like at the moment our passing isn't incisive and as crisp and as sharp as it was. And definitely we were never going to replace Elise, but we haven't got the 10 for the right-hand side. And in the summer, I said it was important we back the system. I'm starting to feel like that hasn't happened. That hasn't worked. And that's not really me criticising anyone, by the way. I thought, actually, and I've gone on record of saying this, that I think Dougie and Parish navigated a difficult window well. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like we have the personnel for the system that was working so well. We don't have, for me, that right-sided 10 right now. And, you know, a lot of people saying that we look better against Leicester when we moved that sort of 4-2-2-2 formation with Eze and Kamada just in behind Nketiah and Mateta. But it feels, you know, giving up a system that worked so well at the end of the last season feels a bit like failure to me. But it is encouraging that we could develop. You know, I did say one of the things about Glasner, what would be interesting is, has he got the flexibility? And, you know, the best managers can sort of work between two systems. For me personally, right now, we're missing Joachim Andersen. But it's far too early for I told you so's on that issue. You know, we've got to let Lacroix embed into a new league. We've also got Shaloba to come in as well. So, listen, it's too early, but I do feel definitely we miss his quality on the ball. And there's always going to be a transitional period after he left because, you know, we always relied on him to dictate things from the back. And I think as well, coupled with that, there was no Adam Wharton tonight. And I think if you take both of those out of our team, then I think on the ball we look pretty average, to be honest. We look pretty average at times tonight. But listen, I think Saturday is a different game because naturally the players will up the intensity levels, but we will need to play a lot better. It's going to be interesting who he plays and what system he plays. And I think United are going to be coming at us. You know, beat Southampton 3-0, beat Barnsley 7-0, and they will absolutely want revenge for the battering we gave them towards the end of last season. So I do expect a tough game on Saturday, but I think it will be a different game, and I think it will be a different Palace. And let me know your thoughts. What system would you play on Saturday? What team would you play? Nketiah is definitely looking very encouraging. Should Ismail Assar start? He's looking good when he comes on, or is it better to save that pace for the last 20, 30 minutes? Him and Kamada definitely had an impact against Leicester. A lot of questions. I think for Glasner to find some answers to, perhaps on the training ground in the next few days. I said after Leicester it was a big week on the training ground this week, and to be fair, that we've not really had much time before tonight. Got a few days now to work on things before United. And listen, I believe we can get a result against United on Saturday, but we have to play better than that. But in the not in the quarterfinal hats, but in the fourth round hat. Let me know your thoughts on tonight. Who was your man of the match? Mine was Eddie Nketiah. Let me know what you would do, what changes you would make for the Man United game. What system would you play? But I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a great game on Saturday. As I said, I think United are going to be out for revenge, but I think we're going to be at a much better level. So as always, tune in for that. I'll do a review of that as well, and have some crowd shots and everything. And let's hope we are feeling Glasgow all over, which we are tonight, because we are in the 4th round draw, and we'll find out who we get tomorrow. Let me know as well who you want. As always, if you've liked this video, please press that subscribe button.